guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be a contouring and highlighting tutorial. I'm not an expert for any matter means, but I thought I would just give you a short video on how I like to contour and highlight. So I hope you enjoy. So I've already applied my foundation and I use my Nars Sheer Glow in Mont Blanc, and before that I used the Stila One Step Correct Primer. And now I think the first step to contouring properly is using concealer. So I'm going to use the Makeup Forever Ultra HD Invisible Cover Concealer in the shade R20. So I'm just going to pop some on the back of my hand. Just put this underneath my eye. Just pop some underneath where I'm going to contour later. This just helps get aligned properly. I'm going to blend that in with my dampened beauty blender. Bring the concealer back into my hairline. So now I'm going to set my whole face with the Bobbi Brown Nude Finish Illuminating Powder. Just looks like that. It's in the shade Porcelain. I'm going to take that on a big powder brush from Nude Techniques. Just dabbing it on. I think this powder is great for setting your foundation, but it also gives a nice glow to the skin since it is supposed to be illuminating. Now I want to contour. So I'm going to take the Makeup Geek contour powder in Breakup, which is Cool Porcelain. Just looks like that. I'm going to take that on a Real Techniques contour brush, just like that. And dip the tiniest bit in, tap off the excess, and then just go inside here. I know loads of people say that contouring is different for each face shape, but I don't really understand that concept, so I think the way I contour is quite basic and it's probably how most people do it. So I just contour cheekbones and a tiny bit of the forehead, and then I don't really bother with nose or jaw unless I was going out, in which case I would use cream contour. But just for today I'm going to stick with the powder. So just look at my cheeks. So you can see that line right there. And that's where you're supposed to contour. Start lightly at first and blend. And go right back into the hairline, because that will tend to make it look unnatural if you haven't got it right back into the hairline, if it stops. But here it'll look very unnatural. You blend up the way rather than down, because you want to keep a kind of straight line right there. And you also don't want to bring it too far in. The kind of outer corner of your eye is where it should kind of stop if you bring it too far in. Well, you can. I know some people like to contour the apples of their cheeks, but I don't quite like to do that. So if you don't bring it too far in, that's when it tends to look quite harsh and unnatural. If you keep it to the side, it's more natural. So you blend upwards and back. I'll just take a tiny bit more and contour my forehead. just a little bit and keeping it more to the side. And you can really see the difference between the side that's been contoured and the side that's not. Kind of blend out the edges. Oh, so I'm just going to the other side. You can see that the concealer kind of really helps it keep a strong line. But if you go outside like this bit, I've kind of not kept it in the straight line enough. You can fix that when you bake. Heavy on that side, so I'm just going to take the same powder brush that I used with illuminating powder and blend it out. I think that's me. So now I'm going to bake. So I'm going to use the Mercier loose setting powder in translucent. Just looks like that. I'm just going to take that off and then tap some out into the carrot. And I'm going to use the Real Techniques Bold Metals contour brush. So it's really flat on top and really quite dense. So it looks like that. And I find that it's really good for baking underneath the contour. I'm going to start on this side. And just follow the line down. And you really want to pack this on because you'll wipe it off later anyway. While that's sitting there, I will bake underneath my eyes. I'm just taking the Real Techniques setting brush. So it looks like that. I'm just tapping some underneath my eyes. So I'll leave that there to bake. I'm going to add blush and then powdered highlights. So I'm going to use the Makeup Geek blush in the shade Romance. Just looks like that. It's like a peachy pink shimmery kind of a dupe for Nars's Orgasm blush. And just pop it just on top of the contour. Top off the excess. on the apples of my cheeks. So that's blush done. Now I'm going to go on to highlighter. And today I'm going to use the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector Pressed in Champagne Pop, so it just looks like that. I'm going to take that on another Real Techniques setting brush. Just dust that on my cheekbones. Some on my nose, down the bridge, then on my cube as well. And I think I'm ready to dust off my bake. I'm just going to take Real Techniques Dual Fibre Face Brush, just looks like that. I'm going to start underneath the eyes, just dust it off. The baking really makes a difference, because if you went a bit messy on your contour, it really just fixes it on. That's the end of my contouring tutorial. Thanks so much for watching.